everyone, I'm Maki. Today, let's have a casual chat about GUNDAM SEED FREEDOM, World Peace Monitoring Organization Compass. It's an organization aimed at maintaining peace, not affiliated with any specific nation, with Lacus as its president. The establishment of the organization is officially announced on their website, supported jointly by the Earth Alliance Front and the Orb Union. Observing the background and name of its establishment, it seems like a sign that the entire world is beginning to coordinate for peace. Is that really the case? Let's focus on such elements this time. Let's analyze the emblem of Compass. You can find the words compulsory as making peace service. Like the software of Gundam type, it seems the organization's name is formed by arranging the initials of the phrase. The word compulsory gives an impression of imposing duties or forcing something on someone. This is a slightly different image from the previous activities of Lacus and others. Could it mean that nations of a certain size are obligated to participate and support? The phrase "asabano making peace" doesn't feel unnatural. It suggests an intention to monitor and create peace. The word service has various meanings. It includes the sense of serving or contributing. It also encompasses meanings like customer service or public service. Among them, there is also the meaning of military service. Considering the possession of new mobile suits and new warships, and the fact that they are actually dispatched to battlefields, there's a possibility that it was established as an organization with the primary purpose of military service. Kira Yamato and Lacus act with the thought of aiming for a peaceful world. They do not intend to create an army. However, for those unaware of their circumstances, it is a fact that they are a force that has intervened in the world's situation with formidable military power. Is Compass really a sign that the people of the world have started to coordinate for peace? In the movie, there is a significant character named Blue. It's a bird-shaped pet robot created by Kira Yamato. Blue also appears several times in the promotional videos. In the original Seed series, Bird appears as a symbolic character. The decoration on Lacus head in the movie also looks like wings. The Compass emblem too resembles a bird spreading its wings. The dominant color used in the emblem is blue. The white areas also seem to have a hint of light blue mixed in. It's reminiscent of the bird-shaped robot Blue. Could it be that Compass is a sort of cage to confine the bird? To many in the world, Lacus and her group might be seen as an unknown threat. We, as viewers, know what they think and on what ideologies they act. However, people living in the world of the story are completely unaware of such circumstances. They appear suddenly on the battlefield, changing the situation with overwhelming force. That is what Lacus and her group represent. With the formal support from the Earth Alliance and of these massive nations, Lacus and her group's independent actions might be contained. It brings to mind the words spoken by Kagali Your Hair. In the promotional video, there are two sides to everything. The hands of national support might be pressing down to confine the bird. Let's also focus on the content at the beginning of the story published on the official website. The Foundation is requesting a joint operation with Compass. Don't you find something odd? The Foundation is a nation that became independent from the Eurasian Federation, an internal organization of the Earth Alliance. It is revealed to be supported by Zaft the military of Prant, but it's a newly independent nation. Why would Campus, which operates with the support of 3 nations, directly accept a request from Foundation? Watching the promotional videos, there are scenes where La's crying, and her group seem to show the utmost respect to the Queen of the Foundation. It's possible that Lars and others are just attending the meeting with a gentlemanly spirit, valuing courtesy highly. However, responding to requests from organizations other than those that supported its establishment can be seen as a risky move. It could be interpreted as the bird trying to escape from its cage. Let's also pay attention to what kind of nation the Foundation is. It's a nation with somewhat complex circumstances. The Foundation gained independence with the support of the Zacht military. It's supported by the Zacht military, an internal organization of Prant, the nation of coordinators. And Campus is supported by Prant. There's a contrast between Campus, supported by a nation, and the Foundation, supported by a military force. The Eurasian Federation, an internal organization of the Earth Alliance, was previously hostile to the Atlantic Federation. The current situation can't be said to be peacefully resolved, and it's difficult for them to take a hard stance against the Atlantic Federation, which possesses nuclear weapons. In Sea Destiny, the city where civilians were massacred by the destroyed Gundam was in the Eurasian Federation. Multiple cities were destroyed, and even the term extinction was used by some members of Logos. On the surface, the Atlantic Federation and the Eurasian Federation are part of the same large organization, the Earth Alliance. From the perspective of the Eurasian Federation, the Foundation might be seen as traitors. And the target of attack, Blue Cosmos, has many members within the Earth Alliance. In past wars, there were depictions that the Atlantic Federation was essentially under the control of Blue Cosmos. If we interpret the content of the Foundation's request to Campus with the presumption of malice, it becomes this: a request for an attack on an organization deeply connected with the Atlantic Federation, a support organization of Campus. It also seems to be inviting Campus's isolation. In the latest promotional video, Mao Ramius can be seen warning, "It's a trap." There are scenes featuring the Rising Freedom attacking the Thing, which is part of the Foundation's forces. Additionally, battles between the Immortal Justice and Rising Freedom against the Black Knight Squad are depicted. Could it be that Campus is becoming isolated from the world? There are scenes suggesting Wolfie Lamtau is trying to establish a close relationship with Lost Crying, and he also appears to be adopting a challenging attitude towards Kira Yamato. Kira Yamato, perceived as the world's strongest warrior, might be an important target for elimination for them. The scenes with Kira Yamato's photos feel a bit unsettling. This is because of Nataro Bado's presence. At the end of Seed's story, she expressed opposition to Blue Cosmos' brutal strategies. However, only we, the viewers, know of her change of heart. The fact that she detained Miruta Azrael on the battleship command room and used herself as a shield to let Frey Ulster and others escape is known only to the audience. In the novel version, Mao Ramius ceases her attack when she confirms the escape pods with the crew of the battleship Dominion. She shifts to a rescue operation for the surrendering soldiers, but then the Dominion opens fire. To Mario, Nataro is a despicable military officer who used escaping surrendering soldiers as bait for an attack, and the enemy who took Mulov Flavga's life. Although Moonlove Flavor was revealed to be alive in Seed Destiny, he too is unaware of Notaro Bado's actions. Sadly, the opportunity to resolve this misunderstanding never came. Would they really hang such a photo? Viewing the photo with such a sentiment, even the wall on which the photo is hung begins to look like a sterile wall, used for analyzing military operation targets. It's as if someone is carefully analyzing Kira Yamamoto and the people around him. Is campus truly a crystallization of the sincerity of people aiming for peace? Or is it a cage to confine those with wings? These are elements that arouse great curiosity.